So the next thing we will see is how to use xargs to pass arguments to a next command line in a pipe. So for example, quite often we need to use outputs of previous commands as arguments for the next command. For example, imagine the following scenario. So you have a folder with several, so there's a folder here with several files. Let's say it's file 1, file 2 and file 20, and in each one of these files you want to look for a specific pattern. Let's say AC, 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 AC. So this is a DNA motif, and you have 10 files with sequences here, let's say 20 files with sequences, and in each one of them you want to search for this pattern. So if we remember the grep command, the syntax of grep is grep pattern and file. So this means that if we could use grep somehow, these files here should be arguments here. Okay, so let's see how to do that. So I have these 10 files and I'm going to use grep to find the pattern here. Of course, the solution would be to use a for loop, for example, for I in sec 110 to grep AC, 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 AC in example I.found done. Okay, the pattern is not existing. Let's put a smaller pattern, maybe. Okay, this is maybe too small. See. Okay, still a load. Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll just output the pattern here to make it smaller. Okay. So in all of these files, using the grep command, we managed to find this pattern in these files. If we want to find out also which file has a pattern, we could do something like that. Echo example I.found, and then run a grep command. So for example, here in example 6.fa, we found 3 times this pattern. Okay, is there any other way, a bit also faster and with less typing? The idea is to use xargs to pass these files as arguments to a next grep command. So with ls start.fa, I find all these files, then I pass them as arguments using the xargs and then the command that I want to use afterwards. So grep, and the pattern is AC, okay, minus O, AC, 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 AC. Now, the output of this command will not be used as input to the next one, but will be used as the last argument of this command. Again, you see here, for example, in example 6, we found this pattern 3 times. Okay. Let's see some other options. Another way to use xargs that will be needed in more complex situations is to use the -I argument. Then we can use this open and close the curly bracket. And now this output that was produced here is stored here, and then it can be used later on, like that. So now explicitly this file goes here. If, for example, we want to reverse this, let's see if this will work. If we want to, yeah, let's see. Let's create a file with arguments, with patterns. Okay, the first pattern will be this one, and then we have this pattern here. Okay. So we have these two patterns. Cut patterns will produce them. Okay, and now we want to search. Let's see if this will work. If we want to use a for loop, we would do it like that. Okay, this works, and then do grep I in, let's say, in one file, example 1.txt. Done. So now we search for two patterns, one after the other, in the example 1.txt. Sorry. Mistake. And okay, let's put a -O to make everything more readable, and yeah, we found it. All right. So cut patterns, then xargs let's see now. Grep xargs -I grep the pattern to the file sample1.file. Grep -O. Again, it worked. So to explain this, here we use the -I flag to store the output of this command, and then we use a command. We pass here the argument that we have stored, and here is a file name. Now, if we would not use this minus capital I flag, the problem would be that we would have no way to specify the location of this argument in the grep command. If we could not use it, then this argument produced by the cat command would go to the end of the grep command, and obviously in this case this is not correct. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we could use the -n1 argument as well to take the output of these files one by one. In this case it will be the same, but perhaps in other commands we need to specify that only one argument will be used at one time. So let's see. Grep, let's check something. So grep this one in this file with -o. Works. Grep this one, or let's use another one. This one in this file. Yeah, here we need to specify OR. Oh, probably something is wrong. Yeah. So this would be the way to do it if we had the multiple patterns. Of course, it's easier to do it like that. Okay. So this is it for the moment. I will come back with more examples using the xargs command.